Ciao. Hello from Costa da Mare, Sicily. Elizabeth Monroy here, Wonder Woman. Yes, my third eye is opening and it's really got a big activation a few days ago, so I'm using my Moldavite to help balance the energies because I've been so dizzy. Hello. Wants to say hi to a little dog there. But I'm going to do a reading for you to September. So I've got several really great... Hi guys. And I've got my new light. Isn't that cool? It's so crystal ball. Excuse me. He's really excited about that. For the month of September. So I'm first going to use my Rider-Waite Tarot deck, all right? And I'm just going to shuffle that for a minute here. Sorry, I didn't think about how to set this up that well, but let me just kind of pull out some cards that are actually sticking out here to me. I'm just going to pull 3 cards out. All right. So let's kind of see what this is going to say about the energies of September. Okay, the first card, I'm not going to read it reversed because I just don't feel like it tonight. This is a really powerful card about coming into your own power. And in fact, I'm writing a newsletter update about the divine feminine, which is now being birthed and coming out and being freed up. And a lot of issues are coming up with the fact that we still have the masculine, a very out of balance masculine. So it's time for us, because we're both divine feminine and masculine, to raise the vibration of our masculine and to embrace it and birth it into the divine masculine. So this is the divine masculine. It's a purposeful, assertive, powerful masculine energy that's ready to take on the world, or as I would say, create a new earth. The King of Wands has the wand, in his staff in his hand, which shows new growth, opportunities, new projects. So this is a month for really taking command, stepping into your masculine, if perhaps you've been a little afraid of it in the past, and I think we all have been that way because the planet is so out of balance masculine, and we've stereotyped our masculine into being, competitive, aggressive, something negative. But we really need to embrace that dark side and transmute it into the divine masculine and get out there, especially in the divine feminine, or the females also of the planet, and really start creating a new earth, making things happen, shifting things. Stop trying to repair the broken earth. Next, okay, and this, again, Wands, is telling me that you're now moving into the high ground. Perhaps you had battles in the past. Perhaps even that battling has been coming from your masculine, not divine masculine, because you've been, in conflict, and you've perhaps been playing a passive aggressive role. So now that's coming to an end as you step into your higher divine masculine self and are able to, you've won. You really don't have to fight anymore. It's over. And then the last card, oh, what a nice trinity here, is it's a king, the divine masculine of cups, which is the embodiment of love, of nurturing, caring, giving love, but in a strong masculine nurturing way. So you have the end of struggle, which is perhaps, I'd say, the conflict between the yin and the yang, which has been the plague of humanity. My spiritual teacher, who was a male, said the problem with Earth is that nobody understands sex. And I'll say that's true. Nobody understands sex because the masculine, the divine masculine, is there to protect, defend the divine feminine. And we both have that inside ourselves. So it doesn't mean we have to sit around waiting for Prince Charming to come. It means we are, and that masculine needs to clear on a path, means to heaven and to manifest it on the planet. And when I say the planet, I mean the new earth. planet that is now being created. So, and then back to the King of Cups, who is that loving masculine energy, and I would say that's the divine masculine. So these two are the divine masculine and the end of the conflict between the yin and yang. And just one more story on that. You know, Plato wrote about the myth that the gods were jealous of humans, or I call them infinite humans, because we were both masculine and feminine, and they were afraid of our power. So what did they do? They cut us in half and cast each half to the far ends of the earth, and we spend our lives trying to find, hence our other half, our soulmates, our twin flames. And I really believe there's some truth in that, because as we find that, and as inside us too, we are taught to look externally, and of course there is an external counterpart. There is a soulmate or twin flame, but it's also something you incorporate inside of yourself. Oh, it's really windy here. My tarot cards are flying all over. So I'm going to do one, I'm going to pull a few more cards now. And this is a really great deck that I just got. It's called the Work Your Light deck. And I'm just going to kind of not make a big deal out of shuffling them since it's so windy out here. And just took 3 off the top. And let's see what these 3 cards have. If you just tuned in, that's my new crystal ball. I usually have candles, but it's so windy here in Castellamare, Sicily that... Okay, so what does it say? Let's see here. Okay, just a minute, guys. Soul family, call your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Okay, so this is really big, I think, because, in fact, if you're watching this, we're probably all part of the soul tribe. Christina, Claudia, Shelby, Rhonda, Keith, Becky. Pay attention, because there's no coincidence you're watching this reading, and it's about now, I think, as we begin to raise our vibrations, bring together the yin and the yang, as I was talking about before, and we have left behind, many of us, families, friends, old relationships, old places of where we lived. I'm here in Sicily, and I'm called the Americana here because I'm the only American. I'm the only damn American here. Although I did see an American couple tonight, which was all summer I hadn't seen one. But the point is that if now that you've left behind all that, and perhaps you've gone through a feeling isolated and alone phase, I believe as we create the new earth, the time is coming that we are now beginning to call to us our high vibe tribe, our tribes of soul families who have come together with missing puzzle pieces, and we're all coming together to connect these dots or these puzzle pieces to create the new earth. And so this is what that card is saying. And now let's see what the next card I chose is saying. Here it is right here. And okay, this is beautiful. The ever unfolding. It's a lot of times, I think many of us have felt on this spiritual journey, on this ascension project, plan, transmute, doing the great work, as they would call it, alchemy, that things have been happening to us. You know, we've been forced to, you know, go home, you know, transmute, whatever you want to call it. We've been forced to become an infinite human. But actually, it's everything, if you look back now with a greater awareness, it was all happening for you. They were all gifts. Even the most difficult, ugly, whatever, painful, heart-wrenching experiences were gifts for you to make you the person that you are now and are becoming. And now we have one more card here. Okay, oh, this is a nice one. Talk about soul family, high vibe tribe. Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty, devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. So this to me, I got this earlier when I did my own reading. I think it's again the coming together of the divine feminine, the soul families, and the high vibe tribes. And as I said, the divine feminine is now stepping out And we have to be sure that we bring and transmute our masculine into the divine masculine, which we had the other cards earlier. So that's part of it. And now we have one other card that I found here. Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. This is a beautiful card. So I think also a lot of what's happening now is... Wait, Cherokee? Oh, okay. I'm doing my tarot card readings out here in Castellammare, Sicily tonight. So one of the things that's happening also is as we solidify ourselves, as we step into what I call our infinite human shoes, we are beginning to imagineer a new earth. And I think we've all got, cut our teeth on trying to repair the old third density, lower old paradigm earth. And, it's broken. If it's broken, you just can't fix it. So it's time to move up in consciousness. And as you do it, it's an inside job. As you do it individually, you will also bring the collective consciousness, and we will begin to be supportive of each other in this whole journey. And also, I'm finding, and I'm sure many of you listening are finding this strong desire to connect more with Earth, and it's actually the fifth dimensional Earth, the fourth density Earth, and it's a Deva kingdom which already resides in these higher vibrations. So the more you can get out and realize, you are a sacred keeper, you are connected with our Mother Earth, with the earth, fire, wind, water. And you can realize that this is the friend that sold me my crystal ball. Anyway, so the more you can do that, the more you can actually begin to anchor yourself into the new earth and find yourself a space. Many of you may be feeling, I don't know if it's true or not, but kind of feeling drawn to leaving cities, big cities, spending more time out in the country, finding places to be in the country. I know I am. And just wanting to ground yourself. I spend a lot of time communing with trees, feeling the heartbeats of the trees around me. There's some really old ancient trees around here. And, I swim in the ocean, I work with the mermaids, the devas of all the, earth, fire, and water. So it's a real important time, especially because there are dark agendas, and some of the dark agendas, of course, have to do with the 5G network and the technological attack on organic life that is pretty much happening on the old earth. So it's time for us to really anchor ourselves in the higher densities and the higher vibrations and the higher dimensions. And earth is the insulation. Earth is the cure for all this technological negativity that is affecting your torrid, your merkabas, your auras, your auric field. So it's time to really strengthen those and vamp them up. And as you begin to move into these higher dimensions, you will notice that, in fact, you may find things missing from your life. You may not be able to, you may know that you had that t-shirt or you had those glasses and they just weren't there anymore. And you think, oh, am I losing things? But the truth is you're actually moving into parallel realities where these things are no longer needed. And so they're just not in that new reality. And you're making quantum leaps in parallel dimensions and alternative higher vibrational timelines. So it's all good, let it happen, but the more you let yourself feel good, the more you let yourself feel grateful, the more you can commune and become one with nature, with Mother Earth, and the more you can follow your passion and just feel good. Because when you're feeling good, you're vibrating high. When you're feeling bad, okay, maybe you're throwing off toxins. I just went through a dark night of the soul, and everyone is doing that. It's part of the process, but just let it go, detox, get rid of it, and then let yourself shoot up. Nowadays, I get to the point where I'm starting to feel bad. I'm actually excited because I know I'm just dumping a lot of stuff. I know I've had a massive activation, and this summer has been several major activations going on. So you may be really feeling that. You may be going through the detoxification of it, because until the equinox, we're working with these shadow selves. And as I said before, the masculine, the old masculine within us is also part of that. So you need to not reject it, but love it, embrace it, and transmute it. All right? So, bye from Costa da Mare, Sicily, everyone. Bye. And thanks for watching, and check out my website, infinitehuman.com, and sign up. I'm going to be sending out a newsletter about all this. And I'm taking a whole new program I'm creating called Soul Signature to help you find out your soul mission and how to imagineer a new earth. So stay in touch, stay in tune with me, all right? Ciao. Have a wonderful September. Ciao from Italy. Ciao from Sicily.